Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oregon Panthers Boys Hockey. My name is Zach Seeloff, and I'm joined in the booth, as always, by my partner, Dan Graychuk. Dan, great to be here with you.
Always good to be here, Zach.
I said good evening like I always do. It's actually early afternoon today. A 2 o'clock start for the final game of the season for these Panthers. They are taking on the Brookfield Stars. Glad to be with you, folks. Thanks for joining us throughout this season. It's been an awful lot of fun to cover. A lot of ups and downs for this Oregon team, but they get a chance to finish strong against a visiting Brookfield team from the Classic 8. Dan, you and I were talking before the game. This is a very defensively minded team. Not a super powerhouse offense, but a pretty stingy defense and a pretty solid goaltending.
It sure appears to be. I mean, they've given up they've scored about 58 goals on their own, but only given up about 78. So their defensive style of play is obviously going to help them out. And their goaltending seems to be really solid as well. They're giving up a lot of shots per game, but their goaltenders are able to answer them.
Yep, 6-16-1 record for them on this season. The Panthers are sitting at, and I apologize, I had it handy there, 16-7. Two of those big losses were against Edgewood this season, and boy, in that first game at LeBon, they were this close. They just played such a great game. The second game here at Oregon, I think, was a little more disappointing on their end, but that game really showed what this team could do when they play at their highest level.
I go back to the first game we covered, and we talked to then Coach Yachman, where he said he liked his team. He felt they were solid on offense, defense, goaltending. Special teams was good, penalty kill was good, and the future for this team this season was really high, and we got to see just how talented they were in that Edgewood game. But then again, we had a lot of penalty issues, some off-ice distraction, and I think that at the end of the day really kind of put a cloud over the season.
Yeah, for those of you not aware, the Panthers unfortunately accumulated 3 game disqualification penalties over the course of the season, which means they are not eligible for the playoffs this year. So this will be their final game. 9 seniors graduating this year. That's tough, I think, for anyone to take, but especially a senior who's not going to have another bite of the apple.
It's always tough when you're playing your last game with a team that you know. I saw Tyler Damon kind of hesitating before he went off the ice a little bit, looking around, knowing that that's going to be the last warm-up he has on this ice for the Panthers. So there's always going to be that part of it. But they still have 3 periods to play, and I think they're going to want to make a statement before they leave the building.
Without a doubt. With the seniors in mind, let me go to my program here. Every year they fill out a nice bit for the seniors. Let's start with the captain of these Panthers, Carson Timberlake. His parents write, "Carson, from learning to skate to winning state as a squirt to playing in Canada to the Capitals to playing varsity as a freshman to being captain, you've always showed the proper dedication, leadership, perseverance, and love of the game. These same traits will propel you to great heights in whatever you decide to pursue. Thanks also for putting up with Dad's coaching tips and not getting too upset. It has truly been an honor and an absolute joy for us to watch you play. Love, Mom, Dad, and Connor." And then some facts from Carson. His favorite pregame song is "Pinball Wizard" by The Who, which is
good call, good pull.
Deep pull for a young man. Most memorable OHS hockey moment being beating 6th-ranked Homestead his freshman year. What he'll miss most, hanging out with his teammates. So Carson Timberlake, just an outstanding career from the senior captain here for Oregon.
Absolutely. You look at his stats this season, he's second on the team in assists for a defensive player. That's really well, but he's also out there with a number of goals as well with 9. He has always been a presence out there for him, always contributing through on ice and off ice, and that's what you want to see from your captain.
Yep, and we've got 9 seniors to get through, so we're going to do a second one here, and it's alternate captain Tyler Damon. These are in no particular order. I'm not sure how they organized them, but for Tyler Damon, Tyler, we are so proud of your accomplishments on and off the ice. Can't wait to see what your future holds. We love you, Mom, Dad, Alyssa, and Kenzie. Tyler says he's been playing hockey since he was 11-year-old. Favorite pregame song, "Run This Town" by Jay-Z. A little more of a common selection there, I think, for a young man. Most memorable OHS moment, playing Stoughton at home and beating them junior year. And what I'll miss most, the fans and the youth players. Tyler Damon, the leading point scorer on this team, huge contributor, and that's a big reason why he's got that A on his chest.
Damon has been one of the most tenacious players over the past 2 seasons. He's got a lot of speed, great hands. He's able to find the openings and make things out of nothing. So he's an impressive player to watch. He's one of those impact players that can really change the complexion of a game, break momentum for another team. He's definitely going to be missed next season.
Without a doubt. Folks, we're going to let the Zamboni finish cleaning up the ice, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups, the national anthem, and the beginning to this game. You're watching OCAmedia's presentation of Oregon Panthers Boys Hockey. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome, hockey fans. Tonight's WIA contest between the Brookfield Stars and the Oregon Panthers. Tonight's game will be refereed by Joe Sanford and Nano Estevez, assisted on the line by David Carter. Tonight, we honor our seniors in Oregon. And now for the starting lineups. For the Stars, in goal, number 1, Emmett Peters. At defense, number 24, Dylan Whitmer. At defense, number 25, Aaron Hicks. At center, number 8, Riley Casada. At left wing, number 18, Jackson Buckley. And at right wing, number 28, Jared Christensen. The Stars are coached by Frank Colson, Matt Shapiro, Dave Carlson, Tim Winger, and Steve Bowl. And now, from the Oregon Panthers. Starting in goal, a junior, number 29, Hunter Newton. At defense, a senior, number 5, Carson Timberlake. At defense, a senior, number 6, Hayden Bell. At wing, a senior, number 3, Ryan Mitchell. At center, a senior, number 4, Tyler Damon. And at wing, a senior, number 24, Andy Ziome. The Panthers are coached by Tony Liber. Would you please rise, move your hats, and face the flag to the national anthem. We would like to remind you that today's contest is a WIA high school game to be respectful throughout. Now let's play hockey.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Oregon Ice Arena. The Panthers taking on the visiting Brookfield Stars. Dan, kind of a subdued atmosphere. I think the missing the playoffs and just everything that's gone with it makes this game have a bit of a somber tone.
It really kind of does. There are a number of players that know that this is their last game they're going to play as a Panther. A lot of these kids have been playing for all 4 years. Timberlake, who again made varsity as a freshman. So yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet day for them. But again, this is a chance for them to play the next 3 periods and have something good to take out from a season that, again, a lot of off-ice distractions have caused issues with.
What do you see as we get started here? Who takes the charge at the first drop of the puck, Brookfield or Oregon?
That's such a hard question, especially with a team from Brookfield that we've never seen. Something tells me that if Oregon starts off a little sluggish, like we've seen them in the past, especially in like that Monona Grove game, it may be something that Oregon finds themselves fighting back from. So if the Stars are smart, they're going to come out fast and hot, try and generate some shots right away, and maybe get a quick goal in and then make Oregon play catch up.
All right, folks, the Panthers' final game of the season, and we are ready to get underway. Looks like we are actually going to have a bit of a different starting lineup for the Panthers. It's Colton Ayers, Zach Roscos, Hayden Bell, Tyson Rohrer, and Carson Timberlake on the ice for the Panthers. Hunter Newton between the pipes. Puck drops, and we're ready to go as the Panthers win the initial draw and start us off. 17 minutes per period. Boy, what a hit right there on Colton Ayers in center ice. And the Brookfield Stars take over after just a devastating blow. They flip it past Carson Timberlake and into the Panthers' territory. That'll set a tone for you, Dan.
It absolutely will, and if Brookfield comes out and plays this kind of physical game, that's something that Oregon has not been used to.
Brookfield with a nice little setup there on the far side of the Panther zone. Nothing comes from it, and there's a great lead pass. Nice move through the legs by Tyson Rohrer, but he's guided off the puck, and the Stars try to turn it around in their own zone. Panthers battling behind the net with 16:23 to go. Now Colton Ayers does have it. His feed into center is knocked away, and the puck on the far wall. Sent back near side. It's out of the reach of Zach Roscos and cleared out. That one will go down for icing, and we'll come right back to the Stars zone. 16:11 to play in the first period.
Yeah, it really looks like the Stars are looking to finish every check, and they're playing the body. Rohrer, who is so good at carrying that puck. Defense from the Stars did a great job of separating man and puck there, and that's the kind of system you need to play against a team like Oregon.
New players for both teams. We'll get the face-off in the near side of the Brookfield zone. Panthers win it and send down to Matt Strassman in the corner. Battle coming there. Neither team able to do it. Now Strassman's got it. He drops it behind the net for Laszlo Rose, but it's stripped away and taken out by Zach Davis of Brookfield. Davis nicely through center ice, evades the hit, but his pass is intercepted by Shiljan. Brookfield able to knock it back in, and they hang on to it, turning it around at the high slot. But now the puck loose as they knock it into center ice accidentally. Following it up is Laszlo Rose. He holds in the zone. What a move by Laszlo with 15:39 to play. Brookfield regains behind their own net. Send up along that near wall. Try and keep it moving forward. It's swatted into center ice. There's Laszlo once again. Drop for Strassman. He feeds across, but nobody there except Stars. Taking this one is Nathan Rosman. He moves across, and the Stars look to break this one out of their own zone with 15:20 to play in the first period.
We're not seeing the same kind of pressure from Oregon in the transition there. They're really giving the Stars an awful lot of time and space in their own zone.
Yeah, not nearly as aggressive a forecheck as we've come to expect from these Panthers. We'll see if that's deliberate as they play a very defensively minded team in Brookfield. Even 15 minutes to play as the Panthers now control. Nice hit again at center ice. Going down there is Jake Fountain for Oregon, and the puck confused right in front of the Brookfield bench. Neither team able to establish. Big hit comes in from Fountain this time, and now it comes all the way in front of the scorer's table where it is taken by the Stars. They send one towards the net, but it's well wide to the far wall. Panthers look to clear it out defensively. Puck trapped in the corner, still confused. Now it's skated away, and it's Pat McCormick for Oregon moving right up in front of the benches. He'll chip that one in. Hand up and icing the call just about a step behind the red line. We'll bring it back to the Oregon zone with 14:33 to go.
Yeah, the physicality of the Stars, I guess, is a little surprising. We're not used to seeing a team this physical right off the gate, but they're really making it work for them. They're taking away any space that comes between an Oregon player and the puck, and they're just finishing their checks, making it difficult for Oregon to work those smooth passes they do.
Oregon's first line back out there. Colton Ayers sends this one up the near side, but the Stars have it. Try to send a shot on, but it misses behind the net. Skating this one out now is Bryce McLeod. He's up the wall for Rohrer. Rohrer twirls around his man, is able to keep that puck going, and now it's into the zone. It's Roscos and Rohrer behind the D. Roscos sends in. Rohrer can't get the deflection, and the puck on the near wall taken by Colton Ayers. He sends across, kicked away by the skate. Sent in for Rush, and a stick save. That time made by Emmett Peters. Panthers still control in the Brookfield zone. Rohrer trying to turn around, loses control of it, and Robert Grover able to knock it away into center ice. Rohrer immediately regrabs. He's 1-on-2 here. Moves around his man. Shot, and it's deflected. Great deflection, and the puck high in the air. That was Dylan Widmer that got his stick in the way of that one. Widmer for the Stars still working on this one, taking it behind his own net and moving it around with 13:44 to play as the Stars look to get a breakout. Can't do it. Timberlake at the center point shot and a save. Roscoe's shot, and it's wide on the right side of the net. Timberlake moves one down, can't get it past. A nice lift off the glass from the Stars. They'll go for a four-man change as staying on the ice to put on pressure is Jared Christensen. Turning around now, Timberlake for the Panthers. His pass through center broken up, but he's able to re-grab and send all the way to the far end for Hayden Bell. Bell in his own territory finds Laszlo right at the center dot. Great drop pass for Damon. They're 2-on-1. He finds Strassman. Strassman back to Damon. Stick play. Excuse me, that was the rear skate play, and it just misses with 13 minutes to go here in this game as the Stars lift another high one out, send it down into Panther territory. Striding after it is Christensen, and he'll get there. He's challenged immediately, though, on that back wall. How about Damon on this near side trying to deflect it with the rear skate?
He was doing all he could. Sadly, if it hadn't gone in, it wouldn't have mattered.
Great shot there from the Brookfield Stars. Kellen Short, a blocker save from Hunter Newton of the Panthers. Now high off the glass from Oregon. That one manages to stay in the arena. It should go down for icing. If it's got enough juice, it does. And we'll bring it back.
One thing that I like watching about this Stars defensive style is anytime you see them in their own zone, they've got their sticks down, they're making themselves big, they're taking away those passing lanes, and that's why that 2-on-1 that developed just couldn't generate anything because Widmer got his stick in there nice, deflecting any pass attempt. This is a very sound defensive playing team.
Andy Zymek in the dot for the Panthers. It's taken by the Stars. Quick save and a pad save. Fed back through center, but knocked away by the defense of the Panthers. Brookfield still holds on that rear wall. Gage Shilgen putting pressure on as the Panthers try and knock it out. Now Drew Reynolds has it past his man, working to get the step on. He's able to deep it further into the zone. Reynolds with it behind the net, sends forward. It's deflected back towards him. Boy, and he takes an odd accident there as he loses the edge. Right back up on his feet, though. But here come the Stars the other way with a 3-on-2. Brookfield carrying all bunched up on the right wing side. Great drop pass. Now they've got to the top of the circle. Shilgen gets back. The feed across, broken up by Mitchik. Great back check from the Panthers prevents a 3-on-2 scoring opportunity for Brookfield. Puck in center ice as Reynolds again tries to turn it around. Brookfield elects to send back defensively and now move it forward for Widmer. Wraps that all the way deep into the Panther zone. Stopped up behind the net by Newton and taken by Gage Shilgen. Shilgen loses it off the front of the tape. Can't hold it, but it's knocked back towards him. Brookfield recovers in center ice and dumps back in once more.
Yeah, again, the Stars are just looking to hit bodies. Anytime that puck or bodies are getting anywhere near the boards, they're taking the hits.
Easy shot from Dylan Widmer. Newton saw it all the way. He gloves it down, and we'll have a face-off in the Panther zone with 11:27 to play.
So far in the first 5.5 minutes, we've seen essentially 3 shots and about 10 hits. So this seems to be a grinding game, and I don't know how well the Panthers are going to do with that because they're used to that speed and finesse.
Face-off coming in the Panther zone near side. Colton Ayers able to knock it back and drop for Timberlake. Skates behind his own net. Oh, nice one-touch across, but it's picked up, sent on net by number 48, Robert Groover. Great job to intercept that one. Another one-touch, and again intercepted at the center point. Skated back in by Brookfield. Still battling forward is Aaron Hicks. He's pushed up against the wall, and that puck comes loose to Rohrer. Rohrer paintbrushes over the top, but now does get that pass to Zach Roscos. Roscos manages to just drag it in with him and enter on sides. An attempted clear off the glass goes very high and out of play, and will face off in the Brookfield zone.
Yeah, it seems like the Panthers are having to force some stuff coming out of their zone, and that's something they're not really used to. They're really used to working well in transition, especially into the neutral zone, and the Stars are seeing how they're kind of telegraphing some of those long home run passes.
Colton Ayers will take the draw for the Panthers. He'll be against Riley Casada, far side of the Brookfield Stars zone. 10:58 to play, still scoreless in this first period. Panthers win it to the point. Now Roscos in the slot, and a save and a cover. Zach Roscos, a dangerous shooter in that position. He's sliding, goes against the grain, but followed along by Peters.
Yeah, Roscos started walking that line and was able to get that shot, but Peters, if you watched him, good solid push-off track in the puck. Saw it all the way, nice and aggressive out. Great save by Peters.
Another solid face-off win for the Panthers. They move it over to Rohrer. He can't stop that puck up, and Brookfield will try and get it near side. Roscos instead takes away. He's back up to Timberlake at the point. Timberlake, a wrister deflection and a save. Oh, man, Ayers deflected it. It's bouncing. A great glove from Emmett Peters of Brookfield.
Yeah, he got that big left leg pad out and kind of bounced it up and was able to glove it there. Peters is really good moving side to side. Tracks the puck really well, gets nice and low, good wide stance, just fast when he's in the pipes.
Killer setup from the Panthers. They got the deflection they wanted off the draw, the puck loose in the slot, and now Brookfield will skate it away in the person of Aaron Hicks. Hicks sends one forward, hustling after it. Kellen Short, he'll grab it as he takes a shot against the rear wall, able to get in control. Has it knocked off his tape by Gage Shilgen. But Brookfield skates in, shoots, and scores! Oh my, the feed from Jackson Buckley to Riley Casada. Casada all alone there in the slot. Nothing Newton can do. Casada's got everywhere to look to shoot that one.
Oregon's defense went behind the goal line, and honestly, that looks like a play that we've seen Oregon do to everybody. Get everybody going behind the net, move that puck up, He was all alone in the slot, and again, I don't think Quesada is going to miss that. He's got now 8 goals, 4 assists on the season. Beautiful setup.
With 10:23 to play in this first period, Brookfield takes the 1-0 lead. The puck in their zone as Damon looks to deliver a check, and now it's gotten and grabbed loose. Strassman to Damon, and he follows it into the corner, send up to the point. Panthers still looking to move this one around. Shiljan tries to feed one in. It's deflected away, and Brookfield skates it out the opposite direction. Brookfield picking up some speed here as they come in to the zone. Oh, man, and a big hit getting up high was Mitchik. Knocks his man down, but the puck stays in the zone. Feed through center, just out of reach, and that one will come all the way down.
Yeah, again, the physicality is picking up, and this is where it can get dangerous. Oh, here we go, a 2-on-none.
Yep, coming in all alone. Shot and a blocker save. Hunter Newton. What a great save going against Captain Michael Chavez of the Brookfield Stars. They drag it back out, though, trying to work their way into the slot once more. Panther defense won't allow it, but it comes to the high slot. Another shot and another score. This time it's Captain Zach Davis that does the damage from just outside of the top of the near circle. And just like that, it's 2-0 in favor of Brookfield.
That was an incredibly smart play by Zach Davis. He really showed good patience there, holding on, waiting till that screen got right. There were so many bodies in front of Newton that he just couldn't track that puck. And then Davis goes ahead with a hard wrister and buries it, makes it 2-0.
2-0 in less than a minute, both of those scored. And the Stars are on top. They've got a flag-waving fan down here in the near corner as the puck battles along the wall. Panthers take it, try and move it down to Pat McCormick. Swinging along is Ziamek. He sends it all the way towards the Zamboni door. Jake Fountain getting in there as now they try and turn it around. Brookfield regains possession, and it's skated out by Ibrahim. Possible 3-on-2 coming. Ibrahim all the way to the far side, sends a shot in, a great save, a wraparound chance, feed to center, and they can't quite turn on it. It was Robert Groover in center, but now here comes Ziamek 2-on-2. He's got Jake Fountain with him. He's knocked down from behind, and we've got a delayed penalty coming against Brookfield. They'll touch it up, and this will be a power play for Oregon as cross-checking is the call. Groover, who had a nice opportunity on the other end, is tagged for 2 minutes cross-check. Referee didn't like whatever Groover had to say there.
Yeah, apparently not. We've dealt with this ref before, too. He's one that does not he wears exactly what he's thinking on his sleeve, and I don't think he's going to let any game get out of hand. And this is really an important power play for the Panthers. They need to get something going here, try and find a way to bury one and cut their lead in half.
Want to get back into this game. Off the draw, though, Brookfield does control, and they will send it all the way out and down. 8 minutes, 39 seconds in the period, minute 50 on the power play as Carson Timberlake picks it up in his own zone. His pass for Zach Roscos goes long, and again, the Stars able to put it back into Panther territory. Gage Shiljan's got one following him. It's Riley Quesada who had that first goal. Shiljan pushes him hard up against the wall, and Timberlake able to take this one away. 8:19 to play in the period, minute 30 on the power play. 25% gone already on the Stars' kill. Good cross ice to Laszlo Rose, and here they come 3-on-3. Rose stops up top of the circle, and he'll get the Panthers ready for offense. Rose skating towards that net. Is checked off it briefly, but it comes back to Roscos. He finds Timberlake, winding a shot and a leading glove. Oh, man. Emmett Peterson nearly falls over to get that, but a nice stop.
Yeah, and if you sit back and watch that, the Stars wanted that shot to come from there. They kept everybody spread out. Sticks in the lanes, gave Timberlake the shot to let Peters follow it all the way in. Panthers need to generate some more net front presence on this power play.
7:56 in the period, minute 7 on the power play. Panthers control its point for Timberlake. Timberlake has it knocked away, and that's going to be a delayed offsides. Brookfield able to skate it out into center. Roscos, though, strips from behind, and Rohrer feeds off. Ayers all the way across to Roscos, top of the near circle. Panthers set up with 52 seconds. The one-time attempt from Ayers doesn't get strong enough. Rifling it to the far side and clearing are the Stars, and now they've got a chance. No, Timberlake with a killer back check against Michael Chavez. Puck behind the net for Tyler Damon. Finds Timberlake on that far side. 7:23 to play, 34 seconds on the power play. It's stolen by Chavez briefly, but a nice play by Damon to take that one. And here come the Panthers the other way. 27 seconds left on their power play. Damon a quick shot. It bangs off the breezer, no good, and is quickly cleared right back out. Ryan Mitchik in a foot race with Kellen Short. Mitchik of the Panthers will get there first. Anticipating the hit, he guards the puck and now is able to skate it away. Puck on that far wall of the Panthers. The pass too long. It's going to be taken away by Brookfield. Only 7 seconds left on the power play, and the Stars have done a great job killing this one. Now they make zone entry with Short. Short pushed off that puck by Shiljan, sends it towards the point, and both teams are full strength as the penalty expires. Here comes Tyson Rohrer, though. Nice job to get to the point. Feed back to Rohrer, low angle, fist wide, right through the crease. Back up to the point for Gage Shiljan. He's fighting for that one. He manages to drag it in, gets around his man. He's got a low angle opportunity, gives to Rohrer, shot off the post, and into the safety net. Boy, the Panthers couldn't do much on the power play, but then all of a sudden afterwards, 2 quick opportunities.
In the past handful of games, we've seen Roar make something out of nothing and just getting that puck along the boards and then working it through a number of players. The defensively sound Stars kind of got caught napping there a little bit, and that allowed Roar to come in. He was going for that blocker side top corner, just hit the iron.
6:28 to play in this period. Stars up 2-0. Panthers win the draw. Rush center point shot and just wide of the net. And it will go to the far side. Brookfield able to clear it out. And now Jackson Buckley's got a step all the way into the Oregon corner. He shields Bryce McLeod away from it. Tries to hang on to that puck. Teammates come in to help. It's Buckley comes away with it. Quick shot and a save from Newton. It's going to be high up. Nice job by McLeod to take it with the hand. But Brookfield gets it back. Trying to turn it around into center. Panthers looking to swat it out. Instead, it's up to the point for Hicks. Hicks to Brookfield. Winds and fires. Deflection just misses. And the puck now into the near corner with 5:55 to go in the period. Panthers need to skate this one out here. Trying to get it out of the confusion. It comes finally clean to Drew Reynolds. Reynolds passes it dangerously through center. Taken by Casada. Turned around on net, but easily sticked away by Hunter Newton. Up the near wall for this time Jake Fountain. Fountain clears it, and Zymex got a step. He's one-on-one. Andy Zymex now got a second man. Instead, he just takes a hit from Widmer, and Widmer able to turn it around. Great defensive play from Dylan Widmer.
They are so disciplined on their defense, but we're seeing Oregon break down. All their wingers were down by the goal line, giving the points over to the Stars, and that's why they were able to generate more offensive chances there with the wingers all too deep.
Brendan McKnight turns it around, tries to drag through Hayden Bell, can't do it. Timberlake, though, loses control, and now this one controlled by the Stars up to the point. Shot, deflection, save. No goal. Oh my, no goal.
Wow.
He got it in between the leg pads and kept it from crossing that end line. A killer shot from Zach Davis at the point, but Hunter Newton makes the stop.
And that was a big save on a deflection coming in while he's moving across. He had to really adjust and roll over on his belly and grab that puck. Good.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah, just solid goaltending from Newton.
Sorry to step on you there,
no,
but
that's fine.
Hunter Newton just doing a job there in net for these Panthers. 4:58 to play. Panthers moving forward nicely off the skate of Tyson Rohrer. Rohrer, a great job. He's down, and we've got a delayed penalty coming. It'll be another Panther power play as he was badly hooked coming across the blue line. Panthers will get another 2-minute chance here to see if they can't generate a little more offense.
How many penalties have we seen Roar draw over the past couple games from him just carrying that puck, moving it from side to side and through people? He generates so many power plays. So now again, here's another chance. Oregon has to get something on the board before the end of this period.
Well, and he's just that kind of guy, as you say. Great stick handler, great speed, and he forces you to make a bad decision because otherwise he's going to get behind you. Panthers control off the draw. Find Roscos at the outer hashes. Into center. There's Rohrer again. Feet across, shot, score! What a drop for Colton Ayers to put it away. 11 seconds into the penalty. It's a power play goal for Oregon.
And you look at what happened. Big save by Newton down at the other end. Right off the faceoff comes the other way, draws a penalty, and then Ayers is able to bury one on a nice little deflection. Just a good, solid power play from Oregon, and that's exactly what they needed to do here.
Tremendous play there. It was every player involved. Hayden Bell to Carson Timberlake to Roscos to Rohrer to Ayers. They found each of their sticks in turn and got the job done. There should be 4 assists on that one instead of 2.
Right.
4:35 to play in this first period. The Panthers back within 1. They trail Brookfield 2-1 here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Nice play by Damon as he's taking a hit to clear that puck out. And there we go to Laszlo, 2-on-1 with Damon. Laszlo moves around his man, feed to Damon, swing and a miss on the one time. What a saucer pass, just couldn't quite connect. Brookfield with a nice outlet pass, and they find Aaron Hicks. Hicks coming up the far side, rifles one across and misses the net. Puck all the way along the near wall, taken in center ice by Brookfield once more. Deflected high, stays in though. Just manages to stay in, and it's Gage Shiljan that takes it, trying to move up that near wall. Shiljan's got it once more. He'll send for Strassman. Panthers send it out into center ice, and again it's 2-on-1. Again, Laszlo and Damon. Laszlo gets checked off at those. The puck comes to the near side with 3:48 to play in this first period. Brookfield still up 2-1, trying to work the puck out of their zone. Groover backhands it clear, and Gage Shilgen for Oregon will take it back down. Matt Strassman trying to get this one in. It rides along the dasher, but now he does have it. Puck loose at the point once more and sent out to center ice. Laszlo Rose picks it up at the red line, sends across. Good turnaround move there by Zach Davis. Nice clear from Brookfield, and they send it to the Panther blue line where Oregon retakes. Dumps right in on net.
Oh, Oregon almost got caught with too many there. That was really close off the bench.
Got to be very careful when you're changing, but Oregon avoids the penalty. Now Davis dumps this one in for Brookfield, and it'll be Bryce McLeod to take it behind his own net for Oregon. Bryce McLeod, nice pass, gets it out into center ice, wind and driven back in by Brookfield. They check up on the delayed offsides, and it's Matt Rush now for Oregon. Jake Fountain sends the point, wind and a shot there. It hits the glove of Newton well over the crossbar. Boy, they hit that off the back ankle of the poor referee. Try to feed through center, can't do it, but Brookfield does come up with it. It's Kellen Short to the point. Can't stop it at the point is Logan Widmer. He's hustling after it, as is Pat McCormick of Oregon, putting a little pressure on with 2:38 to play. Jake Fountain back there as well. Trying to get this one clear is Short. He sends it out into neutral ice, and Matt Rush will take over the loose puck. Great cross-ice pass to McCormick, who makes entry on the left wing side and dumps to Chase. Jake Fountain flying into the corner there, trying to get after that puck. He does get it. Feed into center for Colton Ayers. Ayers, though, checked hard against the boards, and it's taken away by Nathan Rosman. Rosman's pass comes all the way into Oregon territory, where Timberlake will have it for the Panthers. Moving around a couple of different men. His pass, though, goes errant into center ice, where it's grabbed by Brookfield. Brookfield, a nice little change there to drop it in, but Hayden Bell, the recipient of the loose puck, moves around one man and feeds forward for Rohrer. Rohrer couldn't hold it. And just a lot of confusion here. Neither team really able to get a decent possession together.
Yeah, each team right now is making adjustments to each other, and we've seen a couple of defensive breakdowns from the Stars that have generated a couple odd man rushes, and Oregon seems to be finding ways to penetrate that defense.
Tyson Rohrer not able to get that one past the blue line, and now here comes Brendan McKnight for the Brookfield Stars. He stops up at the point, feeds that one across. It gets to Aaron Hicks. Hicks' shot is deflected high into the glass on the rear wall. Minute 28 to play in this first period. Zach Roscos tries to dump it along for the Panthers. At the point, though, it's held by Brookfield, and they continue to carry, move around two different men, and find McKnight once more. Try to feed through center. He does, and it's saved off the stick of Hunter Newton. Stepping up now is Widmer. Widmer's shot no good. Center point shot deflected and into the safety net. Zach Roscoe stepping in front of Aaron Hicks, and we'll get the out-of-play faceoff.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play from Roscoe. He had to get that stick in the lane there because he had a great look. A lot of traffic in front of Newton, and that's what you want to do with that stick. Keep it down, keep it active, and that's going to limit the amount of shots that are actually going to get to your goaltender.
70 seconds to go in the first period. Brookfield still up 2-1. Draw is won by the Panthers. Gage Shilgen sends a pass up for Fountain. Fountain off the glass, but this one's going to be stopped at the point by Davis of Brookfield. Moves it down low. Brookfield working it on that near side. Send across. Good pick off by Matt Strassman of Oregon. Intercepted in the middle, but no. Laszlo able to stick with it. And he stops up at the point, moves around, tries to center it, but it bangs off a skate and is taken away by Eswine. Eswine up to the point. Panthers step up, hold it in. Strassman's got it now. Send across. It's in the net mouth. Trying to get it as Laszlo. Can't do it. And it's behind the net for Brookfield. Moving up that near wall and carrying is Murdos. Murdos, though, nice job by Damon to step in front of him. Now the puck does come out into center ice, and it's Gage Shilgen for Oregon. Shilgen around a couple of different men, goes to the top of the near circle, now drops off for Laszlo. Laszlo around one man to the face-off dot. Now working low, feed through center is stopped by McKnight. Up to the point, but there's Gage Shilgen once more. Sends along that near wall. Battling for it is Tyler Damon, fighting to get in there. Damon, a one-man crew, and it comes out to a Rose. Feed across, wide open. Mitchick at the far point. Wine shot, and it hits Parker Eswine right in the breezer. He takes that one hard to end the period. What a shot from Mitchick.
Yeah, Mitchick's got a cannon, and he had all day to line it up and take the shot, but also that's going to give the Stars a lot of time to get in those lanes, and it doesn't seem like they care about either taking a hit or blocking a shot to keep that puck from getting close to their goaltender.
2-1 Panthers after one, and it was Ryan Mitchick that delivered that shot. Let's talk a little bit about him. From his family. We closed our eyes for just a moment, and suddenly a man stood before us. Oh, how we longed for yesterday when we held you in our arms and thought we could protect you from any harm. But you grew up, and we had to let you face the world without us. We couldn't be more proud of how you handle the obstacles that come your way. The determination, strength, and perseverance you have makes you unbeatable. You are a true champion, and we couldn't be more proud. We love you for all you've been, what you are, and what you are yet to be. Keep smiling. Love those who will fight to the end of the earth for you. Always your family. Ryan's been playing hockey since he was 5 years old. Favorite pregame song, Run This Town by Jay-Z, going along with Tyler Damon. His most memorable hockey moment, beating Homestead as a freshman, right along with Carson Timberlake. What I'll miss most about playing hockey for OHS being with the boys. You can see the kind of contribution he makes there. Mitchik, sort of a grinding kind of a player, guy that delivers a lot of hits, fights in the corners, and you can see what sort of a shot he's got when he gets an opportunity like that.
Yeah, he's good on the blue line. He could take a real heavy shot from there, but it's his defensive play that really stands out. He's always in good position, likes to cover the angles well, and again, he is just a solid defensive player and a great teammate.
All right, let's go down to the PA announcer for the senior night presentation.
We'd like to introduce first, number 2, Bryce McLeod. Bryce has been playing hockey since he was 10 years old. He most admires his grandfather. He wants to thank his parents for all that they've done for him. And he wants to remind you to always push yourself. We appreciate it. Thank you, Bryce. Next up is senior number 6 defenseman Hayden Bell. Hayden's been playing hockey since he was 4 years old, and most admires his grandfather as well. He wants to be remembered for having his teammates back. He wants to know that playing competitive hockey and the team bonding that comes is one of the things he'll remember most. Thank you, Hayden. Next up, number 3, Ryan Mitchik. Ryan's been playing hockey since he was 5 years old, and most admires his older brother, Brandon. He wants to be remembered for being a hard worker and being a team player. And wants to thank his parents for always supporting him throughout his career. Thank you, Ryan. Up next is number 25, Sawyer LaChance. Sawyer's been playing hockey since before he could walk. He most admires his grandfather and most misses the locker room when he's done playing hockey, and wants to say thanks to his parents and all his managers, coaches, and fans. Thank you, Sawyer. Up next is number 8, Tyson Rohr. Tyson's been playing hockey since he was 3 years old, and would like to be remembered for his work ethic and being a good person. From this hanging with the boys and all the road trips that they took, I'd like to thank his parents and everybody else that's supported him throughout the years. Thank you, Tyson. Up next is our captain, number 5, Carson Timberlake. Carson started playing hockey when he was 6 and a half. He most admires his father, Raymond. He wants to be remembered for having a good work ethic and being a good leader. And he'd like to thank his teammates, coaches, parents, and fans for always supporting him. Thank you, Carson. Up next is assistant captain Tyler Damon, number 4. Tyler started playing hockey when he was 11 years old. I'd like to be remembered for being a go-to guy. What I miss most about playing for Oregon is the fans and all the youth players. I'd like to thank everybody, his parents, his coaches, and everybody for supporting him throughout the years. Thank you, Tyler. Up next is number 24, Andy Zalona. Andy started playing hockey before he was born. He'd like he most admires his dog Frankie as well as his parents. Andy likes to be remembered for being the guy that makes everybody crack up in the locker room. And he's gonna miss playing with the boys and all the memories that they've shared. We appreciate it. Thank you, Andy. Please give a round of applause to your 28 Oregon Varsity seniors. Saves in the first period, 11 for Oregon's Newton, 7 for Stars Peters.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Oregon Ice Arena. The Panthers down 2-1 after 1 to the visiting Brookfield Stars. But Dan, very clean period from the Panthers, not a single penalty, and they converted on 1 out of 2 that Brookfield gave them.
Yeah, the power play goal they had was a thing of beauty. It was right off the face-off, nice. They spread out, they moved the puck well, and then they're able to put it essentially into an open net because those passes that Oregon is so solid at really came out, and they were able to cut the lead in half. On the other side, however, the Stars have looked solid in every zone on the ice. They look great defensively. They've looked really good offensively, and their ability to deal with transition has been solid. They just need to find a way to get a couple more shots going, and that'll make it very difficult for Oregon.
If you're Oregon coming out second period, what do you change or adjust about the way you're playing?
Not much. You need to make sure that you're playing the exact same way you are. You're taking the hits, you're giving the hits, but you stay out of the box. The biggest adjustment I'd make is making sure my wingers are getting up on those points when they're in the defensive zone, because they're leaving the Stars' points wide open.
All right, let's do a couple more seniors here on senior night. Next up is Hayden Bell, number 6 defenseman for the Panthers. Hayden, from mite to squirt, then peewee to bantam, your last year of varsity came quicker than we could fathom. Whether on or off the ice, we will be your biggest fans throughout your life. Love, Dad, Mom, Kendra, and Derek. Hayden's been playing since he was 4 years old. Favorite pregame song, Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado. Man, that was popular when I was in college, which was a while ago.
You went to college?
Believe it or not, they let me into 2 different ones. Most memorable OHS hockey moment, Sheboygan tourney junior year. What I'll miss most, the competitive mentality and the team bonding. Hayden Bell's been a real kind of anchor on this team, sort of an unsung hero. Just a stout defenseman, plays his position well, handles the blue line well, and does the job.
He does, and he's great on the assist side. 11 assists so far this season. And again, you use the right term, anchor. He's always where he needs to be there, and that's what we want to see.
Next up, it's number 2, Bryce McLeod. This is it. You made it. We are beyond proud of you. Good luck and enjoy your last season of being a Panther. Love everything you are and all that you will be in the future. Dad, Mom, Andy, Kate, and Decker. Bryce has been playing since he was 10 years old. Thunderstruck by AC/DC is his warm-up music. Most memorable hockey moment was scoring his first goal. What he'll miss most about playing hockey is playing hockey itself. Just a pure hockey player there. We haven't gotten to see him a whole lot this season. I think just the way the rosters fell out, his ice time was a little limited, but he can make an impact when he's out there.
He can. He's one of those people that I put on a third line. He's a great grinder. He gets to the front of the net. He does have a good shot on him, but it's his net front presence that's probably one of the better aspects of his game. So definitely another position that'll be really missed next season.
We got time for one more. Let's do Tyson Rohrer, number 8. Congratulations. It's been fun watching you grow into the fine young man you have become. Good luck with the next step in your life. Love, Mom and Dad. He's been playing since he was 3 years old. Most admires Yevgeny Kuznetsov. Could pick a worse role model than that. Favorite quote, legs feed the wolf by Herb Brooks. Another solid role model to choose there. His most memorable OHS hockey moment, destroying Monroe and playing at LeBon. What he'll miss most, hanging with the boys at the Blue Harbor Resort and the student section.
He's one of those players that's fun to watch. He's dynamic. He carries the puck so well. He sees the ice so well. And he'll do a move that you almost think that he's got the puck on a string. He's just able to move it so well, and that confidence is, again, going to be missed because that's 18 goals, 25 assists on the season.
Hard to replace 43 points, but we saw them last year. 6 outstanding players left, and they replaced them with this outstanding senior class. I'm sure they'll be able to do the same next season. Jacob Ayers getting them fired up, banging on that wall, trying to get the Panthers ignited as they win the initial draw here in the second period. They trail 2-1. Working it out of their defensive zone. Colton Ayers carries in front of the Brookfield bench, now forced to return it a little bit, and they move it to the near side. Roscos loses control, and Brookfield able to dump back in. 16:40 to play as it heads behind the Panther net. Riley Casada sends up to the point. Brookfield looking to take a shot. They do send one in. It's a bit wide off the stick of Dylan Widmer, but at the point, held once more by the Stars. Brookfield working this one down. Big collisions there on the near wall, but now they skate this one away. Now here come the Panthers, and there's Tyson Rohrer. Tyson Rohrer's passed all but one man. He's got one man to beat. Feed across to Zach Roscos. Backhand, what a save! Nearly off the back of the goaltender, but oh my, a full sprawl from Emmett Peters to stop it up. Hayden Bell firing into Rohrer. It's off his skate. He can't get to it. Roscos traces it down, though. Feed back to Colton Ayers. Ayers in the slot. Shot. It doesn't get through traffic and ends up back there. There's Rohrer. Rohrer, a shot and a save as it pops up high. Rohrer picks it up once more, skating along that far wall. Drops it for Colton Ayers. Instead, it'll be taken away by Dylan Widmer of Brookfield, who will lift it clear. It bounces a little funny, but that should have enough energy for icing. It does. What a stack of the pads and a save by Emmett Peters.
That was a great save by Peters. He had to go all the way across the crease and then still go a little bit further on that great pass over. Peters really stood tall there, but we've seen great pressure now from Oregon. This is the Oregon we thought we'd see at the beginning of the first period.
Come out with a little fire here, and it's Ryan Mitchik that takes the initial draw. Drops that one down low. Instead, it's grabbed by Davis up to the point. Held, though, by Shiljan and moved across. Laszlo arose for the Panthers, working at the near point. Now gives to Damon, heading down towards the corner. Keep it moving around. It's Jake Fountain behind the net. He's got Damon once more. Damon stick handling there. Feed into center. Laszlo drops it off for Mitchik. Mitchik a shot. Stop. Second chance off the post. Oh, man. Strassman hits the post on the outer edge and doesn't quite find the back of the net. Damon, though, strips a puck, finds Laszlo. Laszlo gives back to Damon. Backhand through center. Swing over the top. And here comes Brookfield the other way. Brookfield's going to dump and chase after this one. Put it very high into the backside and try and get after it behind the net. Carried there by Rosman. Rosman feed all the way through center, out of reach of all of his teammates. And Davis will take it back in center ice. He dumps it in briefly. Mitchik has it on the near wall of the Panthers. Sends along for Laszlo, who one touches into center. Trying to get there is Strassman, but instead it's skated away by Parker Eswine at Brookfield. Brookfield dumps in once more. Again, it's Mitchik to have it. He finds Jake Fountain right in the middle. No, excuse me, that's Matt Strassman. He's got Fountain across. Drops for Damon. Damon a shot. It's deflected away by Widmer. Now they do find Fountain. Fountain across for Strassman. He can't get a stick on. And the puck's still loose in the Panthers, in Brookfield zone, and they skate it out. Dylan Widmer skating with it. Gets into the slot. Shot. His blocker saved. It hits the top of the net and ends up actually trapped in the back. They swat it off. Newton tried to grab it, couldn't do it, and Brookfield controls, move it up to the point for Groover. Drop back down, it's Michael Murtos. He sends through center. There's Drew Reynolds of Oregon trying to clear it out. His backhand clear is blocked, and he'll skate with it in the far corner. Loses control, but now it's Zymek that takes it for Oregon. Nice lead pass, he finds Fountain. Fountain can't get around his man, though, delivers the check instead. Nice job to hold the blue line as well, and to intercept the pass. Zymek at the blue line. He holds once more as well and finds Drew Reynolds. Reynolds skating with this one as we get another Panther change. 13:42 to go in the second period. Brookfield still up 2-1. Puck finally comes loose now. It ends up behind the net. Skated and turned around by Aaron Hicks of Brookfield. He goes hard to that far side. Challenged in center ice. Puck knocked off his tape. Drew Reynolds as well colliding. But Brookfield able to reestablish and take it in. Quick shot is deflected very high into the safety net. We'll have an out-of-play faceoff.
That one shot that came off the glass, I think it hit the knob of Newton's goal stick.
Oh, wow. That was leading against the...
Yeah, as it was coming back and bounced it over. That was one of the weirdest kind of caroms off the glass I've seen this season, but I'm pretty sure that hit the knob of Newton's stick.
Hunter Newton doing it even when he can't see it. 13:22 to play in the second period. Panthers down 2-1 to the Brookfield Stars. It's Colton Ayers against Riley Casada. the far side of the Panthers zone. Dave Parter drops the puck. It's grabbed by the Panthers. Good hard pass to Roskos and the one touch to Tyson Rohrer. Rohrer and Roskos enter the zone. Drop for Roskos. He manages to dig it out of his skates and sends back along the near wall. Going down hard is Ayers, but he gets right back up. Feed to Roskos, a shot and a save. Just didn't quite have the space. Man, what a move by the Panthers to get it into that crease. Peters, though, just smothers it.
Yeah, and I think Roskos whiffed on it a little bit because he had Peters just wide open in the 5-hole, and I think he just kind of whiffed it and pushed it. I think he wanted to get a little bit more on that shot.
13:05 to play in the second period. We'll get, we got an extra skater for Brookfield that skates off. Colton Ayers in the dot, but the draw is won by Brookfield defensively. They send it along towards the far side. Move it up that wall. Challenge from Hayden Bell, but here they come. They've got a 2-on-2, working it forward to Brendan McKnight. McKnight tries a shot. It deflects behind the net. No good. Carson Timberlake now skating with it for Oregon. He's got a wide open man in Zach Roskos. Roskos and Rohrer flying up once again. Feed to Rohrer. No, picked up by Zach Davis. Boy, Roskos takes a big hit, and that puck swatted out of midair, high into the air. Panthers able to turn on it. Here's Roskos once more. Takes a shot and hits the post. And up into the safety net. Boy, Zach Roskos really bought a check here on the near wall.
He did, and I kind of surprised there wasn't a call there. I didn't see the whole thing happen if it was incidental, but he definitely caught a lot of body coming into him.
12:33 to go in the second period. Brookfield still up 2-1. Face off near side of their zone. It'll be Michael Chavez against Tyler Damon in the dot. Chavez able to win it back. Moving it around is Dylan Widmer. At the near wall, it's Strassman for Oregon. He drops in for Laszlo Rose. Nice turnaround by Laszlo and up to the point. Shilton back down to Laszlo. Rose wraps one around for Damon. He's going to have to step up hard to get this. It's Widmer there first for Brookfield, and he's forward to McKnight. Possible 3-on-2 here for Brookfield. They tap it up. Shilton not fooled and sends it right back into neutral ice. Brookfield actually gets it caught in their own skates. Now they've got it. Feed into center in the slot, turning it around. No good on the shot, and it's sticked away by Newton with an even 12 minutes to play. In the center is Hicks. Hicks' shot is blocked by Damon, and they've got a 2-on-1 with Strassman. Damon up the right wing side, Strassman across. Top of the near circle, shot and a glove save. Off the tip of the glove, feed through center, nobody can get to it, and it comes out to center ice. A great break by the Panthers.
And that was the best save we've seen from Peters. He had to really react quick with that glove because Damon had that area. He was looking for that corner. Great save by Peters.
Dylan Widmer to the point and out into center ice. Panthers send it in. They'll have to touch up with 11:30 to play. Damon, I didn't realize he didn't actually touch up as Strassman hadn't come clear. And so Brookfield able to break it out. Strassman tries to deliver a check as he changes as Brookfield enters the Panthers zone. Stopping up is Buckley. He's centering pass is broken up. And now it's Pat McCormick trying to chip past the point man. No, it's held there by Zach Davis. Davis now working around to the near hash marks. Turn in a fire. It's still loose. Second chance. And it's covered by Newton. Again, a sprawling Hunter Newton, as we saw in the first period, makes the stop.
Yeah, and it's always hard when you're a forward coming in that close with a wobbling puck. You don't have the room you need to really lean into it. You're trying to find an opening, but Newton was able to sprawl down, cover that up, and get the whistle.
Zymek against Casada, far side. Casada wins it back, and Brookfield controls in the Oregon zone. Pat McCormick getting in front of that shot. Now it is poked to center. One-time shot from Jared Christensen is turned away by Hunter Newton. Now the Panthers look to curl it out. Puck loose in the slot. It's grabbed by Brookfield once more at the point. Shot comes in, sticked away by Newton and high into the glass. 10:49 to play in this second period. Brookfield still controlling. Now stripped, and it's a 3-on-2 for the Panthers with Zymek, McCormick, and Fountain. McCormick into the corner, trying to keep this one in the zone. Turned around by Brookfield and sent up the far wall. Brookfield to the blue line, held in by Bryce McLeod and chopped down by Pat McCormick. McCormick turns it around. Zymek and Fountain trying to get to the near side as Brookfield gets there first. Fountain looks to dig it out. Instead, it's taken by Brookfield, and they turn it around the other way through neutral ice. Tap that one forward for Buckley. Buckley sends one in, and he'll get his team a change as the Panthers follow it up. 10:09 to play in this period. Still a 2-1 advantage for the Brookfield Stars. Move forward to Jake Fountain on the near wall. His pass broken up. Fountain still trying to follow it along. But it is Brookfield that manages to hold. They send along to the far wall. Stepping up at the Zamboni door, Jake Fountain. Now trying to clear is Carson Timberlake. He does get this one out and into Oregon territory.
Boy, Brookfield's winning all of the battles along the boards. They're not given any space, and they're able to kind of keep some type of containment even though they're not generating a lot of scoring chances from it, they're making it tough for the Panthers to bust out.
What a series of moves by Tyson Rohrer. His pass to Colton Ayers is broken up, but he sticks with the puck, brings it into the zone. Tries to get around another couple of men, but finally his luck runs out, and the puck does come into center ice. Roscoe pokes it back, but it'll be taken by Widmer of Brookfield. Widmer, a nice pass into center. He finds Ibrahim. Ibrahim entering on that right wing side, now stops up to get set up. Pass through center is broken up, and it goes all the way to the far wall. Back in the corner, the Panthers will now take it. It's Hayden Bell behind his net. Finds Roscos near side. Roscos all the way across ice to Tyson Rohrer. He's got men ahead. Feed to Hayden Bell, and here comes Bell with Colton Ayers. Ayers trying to get it across to Zach Roscos. Roscos in the corner, and will take it behind the net. Looks to center it. His centering pass, though, is stripped and taken by Nathan Rosman of Brookfield. Rosman, dangerous pass right through the slot of his own team. Now up to the point for Bell of Oregon. Bell shot comes in. Deflection, 2 deflection attempts. Puck loose, shot off the crossbar. Roscos had an open net, lifted it just a touch high. Roscos still has it, though. Feed for Ayers, shot and a score! Roscos doesn't give up, finds Ayers, goes 5-hole and ties the game.
Yeah, Peters was out of position on that with just good hard work by Oregon, moving it behind the net, going from side to side. They should have buried the one in the open net that Roscos just went a little too high on. Stars were not able to adjust. And again, the pressure and constant push from the Panthers on that shift, you knew they were going to find the back of the net at some point.
Give Zach Roscos a ton of credit. I think a lot of people would take themselves out of the play just in frustration after having missed a shot like that. He doesn't do that. Instead, he gets the assist on the eventual goal. Damon hooks it into center as the Panthers fire right into the Brookfield zone on the subsequent shift. Now Brookfield taking it through center and having a little trouble getting it done. Can't really find an entry. Now they do manage to get it to McKnight on that right wing edge. His pass to center, swatted back to the Pepsi sign. Now he feeds into center. It bangs off a pad. Second chance, deflected wide. Oh, what a setup from these Stars, but they can't make it go. Feed that one in. It's past everybody and coming behind the net. Panthers trying to dig it out. It's Ryan Mitchick. Instead, it's taken by Chavez. Chavez trading, and now Shiljan will take it for Oregon. Scoots behind the net and now finds an open look. Laszlo Rose tries to one-touch it back to him on the give and go, but turning it around to Chavez. Chavez, a nice move around Damon, sends that puck though loose, and it comes into neutral ice. He turns back around on it, lifts it high, manages to avoid the rafters, and that'll be gloved by Newton. No pressure on him. He kicks it off to Ryan Mitchick. Oregon moves into center ice. Laszlo looks to accelerate it forward. It's taken there loose by Brookfield, and Parker Eswine will move it back into neutral ice. Turning on it is Kellen Short. Short's got one man to beat in Ryan Mitchick. Mitchick forces him around. Shot, stick, save, follow-up, score! No goal, loose goal. No goal, the goal was off the moorings.
Oh, there's going to be a discussion here.
It was one of the Brookfield players skated in and caught that right pipe, and that knocked it loose before the goal in. The referee immediately signaling no goal, and I think it was the right call.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a Brookfield player or if it was an Oregon. That I didn't see. So, no, the net was off, definitely off. I just wonder how it got knocked off. That part I didn't see.
To me, it looked like a Brookfield player, and I wish we had replay for you folks. It looked like a Brookfield skater tried to stop to get into position to get a feed and ended up clanging into the post and knocking it free. So no goal. We're still tied at 2, 7:14 to play in the second period. Off the draw, the puck in the slot. It's knocked down low, but skated away by Matt Rush of Oregon. Oregon working up that far side, comes to the point, shot from the point, and a stick save from Hunter Newton. Puck still now on that near wall. They send up to the near point this time for Hicks. Hicks fires one in. Zymek stops it for Oregon and moves it across to Drew Reynolds. Reynolds coming in with Jake Fountain, makes an extra move. Nice job by Fountain to avoid the offsides, and Reynolds takes it all the way into the corner, sends back behind the net. There it'll be Aaron Hicks that has it. He sends up along the far wall, and Brookfield able to accelerate it out. Bryce McLeod with a great one-handed grab, has it poked away from him though. Puck briefly into the Oregon zone where Jake Fountain will settle it down and move it up along the glass. 6:30 to play in this second period. Still a 2-2 tie after the goal was waved off for the net being off the moorings. Controlled by Brookfield in their own zone. Looking to move this one up. A nice stop by Jake Fountain. Fountain around his man. Puck sliding along the blue line, but it's Kellen Short who screams forward for Brookfield. Drop this one off, and they'll have to await the delayed offside. Send it behind the net. Bryce McLeod of Oregon takes over. McLeod reverses direction nicely and gets it to Matt Rush. Good cut by Rush, still controlling. Fires high, dangerously high. No icing the call, and this one will come to Zach Davis of Brookfield in his own territory. He reverses direction and sends it behind the net. Good stop by Colton Ayers. Sends through center. There's Zach Roscoe's backhand just wide. Roscoe's nearly had another one. That one high and out of play into the penalty bench. We'll bring it back to the Stars zone on the out-of-play faceoff.
The adjustments each side is making to each other is kind of complicating their ability to go into transition. Every time the Stars seem to get some momentum going their way, the Panthers are able to win some battles along the boards, which they weren't in the first, and that's why this game is tied. And so far, excellent game.
Absolutely, tied 2-2. We only had those 2 penalties in the first period, none here in the second, as the puck is won by Oregon, and they send it down into the far corner of the Stars zone. Moving along the near wall now, Zach Roscoe's takes over for Oregon, drops for Rohrer. Rohrer can't get it, and instead it'll be Eswine to take it, move along the far side. Panthers regain possession. Hayden Bell into center. Nice pick off there by Nathan Rosman, and Rosman sends one hard forward and gets it to Chavez. Chavez's shot is blocked, and into the safety net. Carson Timberlake stepping in front of that one.
That active stick again. You want an active stick when you're a defensive player. Get it in the lanes. You need to try and take that space away for a pass, because if that pass connected, that's an open net, and that makes it 3-2. Great play by Timberlake.
5:17 to go in the second period. Still tied at 2. It'll be Jared Christensen against Ayers. Ayers wins it back to Hayden Bell in the Panther zone. Bell rims it hard to the far side. Rohrer moves it around his man. Roscoe's trying to get in there, but Brookfield able to send it back to Panther territory. Timberlake takes a shove from behind and now loses the puck to the Stars. They send it along near wall. Bell will take over there with just inside of 5 minutes to play. Battle coming at the top of the circle. Instead, Roscoe skates it away, and here comes Zach Roscoe. Roscoe leaves it for Rohrer, who's following up. It's Zach Davis, though, of Brookfield that takes it away and heads far side. Nice job by Roscoe to block the clearing attempt, and Rohrer's got it once more. Battling behind the net, he pulls that one away, sends along to the near side. Parker Eswine of Brookfield turns it around deep behind his own net, tries to get it along the far wall. Roscoe's getting involved there. The puck does come to McKnight, and he's able to keep it going forward. Tap pass, and Brookfield is in business. It's Michael Chavez, has it stripped, though, by Timberlake, and Timberlake along the wall for Hayden Bell. Bell's shot is broken up, but he moves that one across. Nice job by Bell to follow it and backhand it clear. Delayed offsides coming, as Brookfield will have to check up here with 4:11 to play.
We haven't seen as much physicality, as much of the big checks that we were seeing from Brookfield earlier in the game.
Outstanding play there by Tyson Rohrer. He had trouble settling that pass down, but he sticks with it all the way, gets the zone entry. Brookfield, though, skates it out of their own slot and comes around the other way. It's Jared Christensen near side. Wine shot, no thank you, says Gage Shilgen, gets his legs together and blocks it with 3:46 to go in the second period. Puck stuck on that near corner. Damon and Mitchik for Oregon trying to dig it free. Damon pokes it along, but it's grabbed by Casada. Casada turns it through into center from the high slot. Stick save from Newton, and a great play with the hand by Damon. He'll move it along for Laszlo Arose. Arose keeps it going forward, trying to get that one to Strassman. He does, and sends it all the way into the corner of the Stars zone. 3:22 to play, still tied at 2 in this second period. Carrying this one is Casada. He goes all the way across ice. Delayed penalty coming here against Oregon. We'll get the signal. It's a cross-check. Damon heads right to the box. He knew it was him. 2 minutes for cross-checking against Tyler Damon. First power play of the game for Brookfield.
And this is going to be a big power play for the Stars. If they're able to generate some good traffic in front of Newton, they might be able to bury one. And if they can find some way to get past Newton, who has been solid in this period, that gives them a little bit more momentum going forward.
3:14 to play in the second period. A 2-minute power play after the cross-checking call against Tyler Damon. Face-off will begin in the far side of the Panthers zone. It'll be Colton Ayers against Michael Chavez. Chavez wins the draw, but actually sends it out into center ice and all the way into Brookfield territory. They have to take it there. Zach Roscoe puts some forechecking pressure on Parker Eswine. Eswine's now got the lane he likes. Here he comes up that near side. To trip down and knocked away by Tyson Rohrer. No call coming. It sounded like the Brookfield fans might have wanted one, but nothing doing. Minute 38 on the power play. Puck to the near wall. Still tied at 2, skating it around is Davis. Davis fires a shot, a pad save and a cover. A quick cover there by Hunter Newton. Good rebound control on a dangerous shot.
Yeah, that was. And again, there was a lot of traffic there, so Newton really had to get low and follow it. Stop that first one up with that big right leg, or his left leg. Came down and got the glove on it before it could get poked tweeters.
2:44 to play in the second period. Minute 30 on the power play. and it will be Kellen Short against Colton Ayers in the faceoff dot, near side of the Panther zone. Ayers wins it back into the corner. Hayden Bell fighting there, trying to work it along that near wall. Puck instead comes loose behind the net where it's Brendan McKnight. Drops it off for Short once more, and they set up on offense. Feed all the way across. Now fire a shot in. It's deflected high and behind the net once more. Bell rims hard to the near side, but Brookfield controls. Minute 10 on the power play, and that puck is loose. And following it up will be Colton Ayers as Dylan Widmer retreats into his own zone. Ayers putting that stick up, and now here comes Brookfield the other way. Nathan Rosman loses it off the end of his tape, but follows along. Big hit by Timberlake against the wall, gets that one free, lifts it high, but it's held at the point by Widmer. Now a nice two-handed swat by Colton Ayers. Non-traditional grip on the stick there, but gets the job done.
Yeah, Oregon's doing a great job of stopping them from getting anything set up and generating any kind of movement east and west, and that's what they're going to need to do to score on this power play.
Widmer's got it near side, feed into center, trying to turn on it. No, it'll be Rohrer to skate it away. Sent to the center point. That one is held, and now we've got a delayed penalty coming. And we'll get the signal from the official here. This one was instantaneous as Rohrer hit the ice, tripping the call, and going to the bench is Brendan McKnight of Brookfield. So we will have 29 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by a minute 31 of a Panther power play.
Yeah, and this is definitely not what the Stars wanted or needed. They needed to finish out this power play and try and bury one, because Oregon's starting to fire on all cylinders. And we've seen this from them before, where maybe they come out a little flat, but as the game goes on, they start to build and build and build, and they can always burn you on the power play like we saw in their last one.
Without a doubt, McKnight, that's his second penalty of the game. The first one was converted by Oregon. Only a minute 43 left in this period, so the Panthers' power play will extend into the second period, but here comes Brookfield in the 4-on-4. Shot from Davis, no good. Rohrer takes it. A nice block by Hayden Bell on that shot. 17 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Then it'll be the Panther power play. Timberlake controlling in front of his own net, finds Bell. All the way across, good pass to Rohrer, and here he comes with Zach Roscos. Tries to move around, he gets into the high slot, feed to Roscos, just out of his reach, but Roscos picks it up. His pass, though, is errant and goes a little long, but now the Panthers have 5 men back on the ice. They're on the power play. Brookfield dumps it in, it's taken by Newton. He scoots it around and nicely moved with the glove, and it's Hayden Bell near side. Minute 19 left to go on the Panther power play, 58 seconds left in the period as Tyson Rohrer enters the zone.
Offside.
And offsides is the call.
David
Panthers
just a hair over.
couldn't quite coordinate, so with 55 seconds left in the period, we will have a neutralized faceoff.
And again, the Panthers are so solid on their power plays when they have all their passes and everything else is clicking. So what the Stars need to make sure they do is stand them up at the blue line, get clears. Don't try and go down for a scoring chance. Just dump it and wait till you're full strength.
Damon sends it right in. Laszlo Rose following along. It's skated out by Widmer, and a nice turnaround on that near side. Widmer then clears it all the way down. Stopped by the stick of Newton. It's Gage Shilgen to follow, but Brookfield putting some aggressive forecheck pressure on with 40 seconds to play in the period. Puck on the near side, back into the corner of the Panther zone. It's Mitchik there, who sends to the far wall for Strassman. A little bit out of Strassman's reach, and Brookfield able to regain once again, kill off a little more time here, and they're accelerated into the Panther zone. Take a shot, and a great glove from Hunter Newton. He leaves the puck off for Damon. Damon around his man, and here come the Panthers with 20 seconds to play. Damon moves the pass ahead to Mitchik. Mitchik cross ice for Damon, trying to get it into the slot there. He pushes on Widmer, but Widmer hangs onto that puck for Brookfield. Clears out to the point. Shilgen loses his glove, but holds it in. Brookfield wanted the offsides. They don't get it. Puck in the slot with 1 second to go. I have to admit, I think Brookfield fans had the right of it. It looked like it came over the blue line. Either way, no harm done. We end the period still tied at 2. Panthers will have 18 seconds of a power play when they come back.
Yeah, that puck definitely came across the blue line. Maybe he just kind of lost it in the glove that was also out there. But again, Brookfield managed to weather that storm. Now they need to get kind of regrouped. They got to pick up their physical play again. That was really what gave them the edge in that first period. And in this period, it was really all Oregon.
Oregon had some outstanding offensive pressure, and the goal they got was just gorgeous. Colton Ayers has both goals for these Panthers tonight, looking to get a hat trick in the final game of the season. He's one of only 2 sophomores on this team, along with Laszlo Rose. He had a hat trick in an earlier game. I'm struggling to remember which one, but he and Laszlo both have been huge contributors, considering that they're the only underclassmen on the roster.
Yeah, and they're going to be the heart, I think, of next year's team. They have so much talent. They're going to be exciting to watch.
Before we go to next year's team, though, let's think about the seniors from this team. We're going to start with number 25, Sawyer LaChance. From his family here, Sawyer, look how far you've come in just 18 years. Our wish for you is that life becomes all that you want it to be. Remember to keep your dreams big. There's a lot that awaits you and many adventures ahead. Congrats. He's been playing hockey since he was able to walk. Most admires his grandpa. His favorite quote, "Get off the ice," by Coach Yachman. What he'll miss most about playing hockey for OHS is the locker room. Words of thanks to his parents, Mr. Hawk, managers, coaches, and the fans, which never saw me play but always showed up. Sawyer, unfortunately, bitten by the injury bug both last year and this year, hasn't had the chance, I think, to play as much as he would have liked, but a huge part of this team just the same. Next up on the senior roster, it's Andy Ziamek, number 24. His parents write, "Congratulations. It's been fun watching you grow into the fine young man you have become. Good luck with the next step in your life. Love, Mom and Dad." He's been playing hockey since he was young. He most admires his dog, Frankie. His pregame ritual is to shower. Favorite pregame song, "I Get the Bag" by Gucci Mane. Teacher at OHS who's inspired him is Chris Prawl. His most memorable hockey moment was his first goal. He'll miss most the boys he played with. And so we will take a quick break here, folks. We'll be back with the third period. Panthers in a dogfight here with the visiting Brookfield Stars. We're tied at 2. Do not go anywhere. You're watching the final game of the Panthers hockey season here on OCAmedia. Welcome back, everybody. Zach Seeloff and Dan Graychuk for the final period of this Panther hockey team. We've got about 3 minutes left in the intermission. So let's recognize the last few seniors on our list, and those are the managers, starting with Aaron Schultz. We are so proud of your dedication to this team and your love for the sport. Love you so much, Mom and Dad. She's been managing hockey since she was a freshman. Words of advice for fellow managers: have fun, but work hard and do what you love. She'd like to be remembered for always trying her best to help the team. Her pregame song is "Back to Sleep" by Chris Brown. Favorite quote, "Forget the mistake, remember the lesson." Most memorable OHS hockey moment, coming back in the third against Baraboo and winning. Dan, you and I got to cover that game last season. That was a heck of a game.
That was one of my favorites. That was when Verhagen just lost his mind and found the back of the net a bunch. Absolutely one of the best games I think I've seen from Oregon in the past 2 seasons.
Aaron, we share that memory with you. That was a great one. What she'll miss most about managing hockey, going to all the games and watching the boys grow and learn. Big thanks to Aaron Schultz. Up next is Brooklyn Scalisi. Oh, the places you'll go. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. We are so proud of you. Love, Mom, Dad, and Britton. She's also been managing hockey since she was a freshman. Just have a good time is her advice to fellow managers. Wants to be remembered for being happy and trying her best. Her pregame song is "Look at Me Now" by Chris Brown. Most memorable hockey moment, beating Monroe 27-0. That must have been before our time. That's quite a beating to hang on another team. What she'll miss most is hanging out with all the managers at practice. Big thanks to Brooklyn Scalisi. And finally, the last senior on this team, senior manager Kendra Cloud. She's been managing hockey since she was a freshman. Most admires her mom and sisters. Advice for fellow managers: stay away from the boys while in season. Her favorite pregame song is "Rockstar" by Post Malone. Favorite quote, "Shoot your shots." Most memorable hockey moment, beating MG in overtime sophomore year. What she'll miss most about managing hockey: always having a place to go after school. Big thanks to the managers, Aaron Schultz, Brooklyn Scalisi, and Kendra Cloud, and of course to the 9 senior skaters. And let me make sure I get them all in order here. Bryce McLeod, Ryan Mitchick, Tyler Damon, Carson Timberlake, Hayden Bell, Tyson Rohr, Andy Ziamek, and Sawyer LaChance. Outstanding seasons, and I say seasons, outstanding careers for all of these skaters. And they've got one more period here to try and take home one last win, and they're in a heck of a fight with the Brookfield Stars team that does not want to go away.
Yeah, no, they really don't. So they're going to have to really fight as hard as they can in this period, find ways to get some more traffic in front of Peters and try and bury another couple, because I don't think this Stars team is going to go quietly.
18 seconds of a power play for Oregon as we come back out here, thanks to the tripping call against Brendan McKnight of Brookfield. Both teams hitting the ice. Is there anything either team needs to do to change things up and get back ahead here in the third period?
I think the Stars have to go back to that physical play that they really showed us in the first, because that kept Oregon kind of a little bit on their heels. They weren't used to getting hit as often. Stars were doing such a great job of finishing all their checks, separating bodies from pucks. That's what they need to do. In that second period, they lost a lot of those battles along the boards and those gritty corners and everything else. And that's one of the reasons that Oregon has got back into this game. So that's what they need to do. As far as Oregon, they just need to leave it all on the ice, especially for these seniors. This is their last period here. They need to leave everything out there.
It'll be the Panthers' #1 line to start with. Carson Timberlake, Hayden Bell, Tyson Rohrer, Zach Roscoe, and Colton Ayers as we get ready for the third and final period of this Oregon Panther boys hockey season. Puck drops. Panthers win it, and it's all the way back into their zone. 14 seconds left on that power play as Timberlake picks it up. Nice little backhanded pass, finds Hayden Bell. He moves it forward to Roscoe. Good little cross-ice moves, and this one comes hard into the zone. Trying to stop it up are the Panthers. They hold it with 2 seconds to go on the power play, and Brookfield moves it near side. Both teams are full strength with 16:40 to play in this third and final period. Rohrer, though, gets loose around his man. Low-angle shot, save. It's still loose in center, but Ayers can't turn on it, and it's sent along by McKnight, who had just reported off the penalty bench. Nice save at the point by Hayden Bell. Puck loose there, and it'll be skated out by Hicks of Brookfield. He moves it ahead to Chavez. Chavez hassled at the point. Another glove comes loose. This time it's Timberlake's glove. Trying to dig that puck free as it's caught on a glove and a stick.
It's like a yard sale out there.
Just detritus on the ice here. Now it's held by Brookfield. Great shot block right in center ice by Gage Shiljan. Hops around his man and finds Roscoe's 3-on-2 Panthers as they move to Rohrer. Rohrer at the near point. Moves around a couple of different men. Now sends down for Shiljan. High though. Great tap by Rohrer at the point and a great hold at the blue line with 15:53 to play in the third. We're still tied at 2 as this one's being skated by Zach Davis of Brookfield. They try and go for the home run pass to McKnight. He's able to get a hand on it, send through center, but it's behind the intended target, and Strassman looks to turn on it. Pushing it forward is McKnight. He's able to get in front, but he can't turn on the shot. Feed back, and it's knocked away by Shiljan. 15:33 to play. Here's Matt Strassman. His pass forward does come briefly into the zone, and now Laszlo Rose pushes on it. He's got Strassman in center as he cuts behind the net. Stops up, looks for a way to feed this one through. Now he sends it in, deflected by Damon. Shot no good. A lot of post rating there, but I don't know if it was the puck or the sticks. Now Strassman's got a backhanded chance. He feeds to the point instead for McLeod and finds Damon. Damon all alone. Shot and a glove save from Emmett Peters. Puck carried now by Brookfield in their own territory. Zach Davis whistles one out. Panthers really pushing hard.
They are. They're coming out hard and strong, which is exactly what they need to do. But it also looks like the Stars are starting to pick up their physical play.
14:54 to play as the puck enters the Brookfield zone once again. Strassman striding after it along with Laszlo Rose. Moves along the dasher, and Damon's got it at the outer hashes near side. Feeds in. A nice break up there, though, by Brookfield, and they move it along near side. Comes all the way out to Matt Rush. Rush, a home run pass for Strassman. And we'll get a forward line change here from Oregon as they let that one go into the Brookfield zone. 14:30 to play in this game. Zach Davis skating it forward, moves the pass along. Try to go for a long outlet pass. Nobody gets a hand on it, icing the call, and we'll get the face-off back in the Stars zone.
Yeah, it looked like Moratos just couldn't get his stick far enough out to stop that or negate that icing, and it's going to come back. Again, both sides here are pushing hard, but Oregon seems to have the edge. They're generating a lot more traffic and getting a lot more shots.
Andy Zymek in the face-off dot. He's taken on Kellen Short. Puck trapped on the dot. Now it is skated away by Brookfield, and they move it to the near side for Widmer. Keep it going. Groover trying to knock it along. Panthers come in. It's Zymek and McCormick battling for it. Puck works its way into neutral ice where Matt Rush of the Panthers will have it. Goes for the geometry pass. Finds Jake Fountain, who has to turn around deeper into his zone for Bryce McLeod. McLeod skating behind his net with an even 14 to play. Ahead to Fountain. It's out of Fountain's reach, but it goes off a Brookfield stick, so the icing is waved off. Back behind the net, it's Dylan Widmer of Brookfield turning around on it. His backhand broken up into center briefly, but a nice job to skate this one forward by Michael Murtos. Murtos dumps into Panthers territory, and Timberlake getting after it. Swings over the top, but Murtos loses the edge, and instead it's Hayden Bell that takes it. He's got a possible 3-on-2 here. Moves around his man. Now moves around a different man, but can't hold on to it. Zach Davis knocking it away at the last second for Brookfield. Davis sends one down. If this one has enough energy, it should be icing. We get an early whistle. I think unintentional, and there's the icing whistle, so we'll take it back to Brookfield's territory.
Yeah, that was a weird setup there. There was a number of things that were going on, and I thought there could have been an interference call that ended up not happening. But either way, the Stars have to find a way to, again, get through the neutral zone clean and set up in the offensive end.
13:24 to play in the game. Still tied at 2. Colton Ayers wins the draw. Panthers set up in Brookfield zone. Shot from Bell is blocked, but he gets the puck back. Feed all the way across. Roscoe's shot misses just left of that corner that he loves to shoot for. Pass to Roscoe is broken up by Davis. Davis skates it forward, though. He's taken away, and turning around on it is Tyson Rohrer. Rohrer flips into center, drops it for Roscoe. It's all alone. Shot save. Follow up from Ayers if he can get to it. Score! And it's a hat trick for Colton Ayers as the Panthers take the lead 3-2.
Oh, you could see that puck was just sitting there, and everybody was going for it, trying to crash it once. And Peters just couldn't get back over to it. And again, you can always feel when something's about to happen. And Oregon just kept pushing hard. Now, after each Oregon goals, the Stars have come out and really had a quick push. And that first shift after, as I say, is important. But they've always done well. Now what they need to do is tie this one up quick.
Congratulations to Colton Ayers on the hat trick. And in fact, we're going to grab that puck to give to him to maintain as a memory here. Well earned from the sophomore centerman. And so the next faceoff coming with an even 13 to play. Panthers now have a 3-2 lead as Tyson Rohrer sweeps it in. Zach Roscoe's getting after it with 12:55 to go. Puck on the near side. And I'm sorry, we're actually going to credit Hayden Bell with that goal. A backhanded shot. No signal from the official. And I think we're going to say no goal. No goal there. Boy, Zach Roscoe's tried to put it off the back of Emmett Peters.
Almost did it.
Got awfully close, but no goal. And I do apologize. It is not yet a hat trick for Ayers. Hayden Bell credited with the goal in that scrum. Congratulations to the senior to get one more goal before his time is done here in Oregon. Off the draw, the Brookfield Stars win it. Nice stop, though, by Laszlo Rose, and Damon puts it further down into Stars territory. Damon holds again and sends back down. Panthers trying to hold this one. Now it is cleared and all the way into Panther territory, but Mitchick's got the step and feeds it across to Shiljan. Shiljan, a great tip high off the glass and gets it into the neutral zone, then stabs it right off of the tape of Michael Murtos. Now in center ice, it's Zach Davis being hassled by Shiljan every step of the way. Tries a shot, it's blocked by Mitchick. Mitchick on his own far side. His pass into center taken by Grover. He's all alone in the slot. No, he's not. As both Damon and Shiljan get in the way and block that shot. Davis rifles one in. And a great glove by Hunter Newton. Damon lying down to block the shot if it stayed on the ice. Excellent 1-2 defensive punch there.
Yeah, by Damon laying down, that really limits your options. So going high, and it seems like most of the Stars' shots are going high. They're trying to exploit Newton's glove, but the truth is he's got too strong of a glove that you're not going to beat it all that often.
12:04 to play in the third period. Panthers up 3-2. Brookfield controls in Oregon zone. And this one is Dylan Widmer, all alone in the high slot. A blocker save pops up high and stick behind the net by Newton. What a great play there. McLeod trying to dig this one off the rear wall. Works its way back for McKnight. Just a lot of collisions here. Now McKnight goes down, wraps it around, and it's taken away by Fountain of Oregon. Jake Fountain skating through center, cuts to the near side now, sticks with that puck and pokes it further in for his teammates to follow along. Puck behind the net, big hit from Fountain, allows Reynolds to pick it up. Now back to Fountain in the corner. Sticks with it and moves all the way to the near side. Send along, and this one will be taken now by Widmer of Brookfield as they regain possession. Move it through their own zone and into neutral ice. Home run pass for McKnight is too strong. Hand is up, icing the call. We'll head back to the Brookfield zone for a face-off with 11:14 to go.
Yeah, McKnight was calling for it, and I think that pass just was a little too high. I think it was in the air. He couldn't catch it. You're not going to beat this Panther team by home run passes. You have to do it a lot faster, a lot neater, and get through that neutral zone and set up and generate multiple shots where you can get those second chances off rebounds.
Ayers versus Murtos. Ayers wins it. It's Hayden Bell. Send across to Timberlake near point. Timberlake finds an open man. It's Rohrer. Rohrer to the faceoff dot and a stick save from Peters. Turned in center one time. What a pad save from Peters. Ross goes to a knee for the one-timer, but Emmett Peters turns it away. Puck all the way into Oregon territory with 10:53 to play. Groover tries to send a pass to the center point. Instead, it goes beyond everybody and all the way back into the Brookfield zone. Rohrer and Roscoe's going to put a little forecheck pressure on here. Rimmed though hard to the near side, and it's taken by Groover. Sent through center, and it's chipped by Hayden Bell. Bell able to turn it back towards the point. Ayers collides there, and it comes towards the slot of Oregon. as Davis tries to turn it around. Timberlake, though, in the slot stops it. Davis back on top. His shot blocked by Colton Ayers, and here come the Panthers the other way. Send forward for Roscos. He's got to get a step here on his man Eswine. They both go to the ice. Both sides want a penalty call. Nobody gets one, and the puck on the far side of the Brookfield zone, held at the point nicely by Damon. Damon moves it around as Rohrer cuts to the center. Damon trying the backhand, feeds to Rohrer. It's off his skate and to the near point. Skating it out there is Murtos, and now it will be regrabbed in center ice by Laszlo Arose. Arose dumps one in as a few shots are delivered at the blue line there. 5:53 to play in this game. Panthers up 3-2. Shot to the point. Mitchell gets in the way at the center point, trying to hang on to it. Nice kick with the skate by Brookfield, but Mitchell quickly re-enters. Leaves off for Arose. Arose to the center point. Sends a shot in. It deflected very strangely. Almost ate Peters up, but he makes a good stave as he sends the pads to the ice. Brookfield looking to clear out near side. It bangs hard off of Jackson Buckley, and he's forced to retreat into his own zone as Shilton puts pressure on. Held at the center point by Timberlake. Tries to go through the legs. Can't do it. Still battling for it on that side, and now turns it around. There's Strassman. No good. Lay down in front is Peters. Strassman can't turn on it. Puck at the point. Shilton can't hold the zone, and it's knocked away. Boy, Peters is face down there, out of position.
Yeah, Stars really didn't do a good job of trying to get that puck out. Because of it, they didn't notice the Oregon player sitting right alone in front of the crease.
Arose, an outstanding one touch, but it goes for naught. Still at the blue line of the Panthers is Damon trying to turn on it. He's doing battle with McKnight, able to send it into neutral ice, and the Panthers dump it into the Brookfield zone. Shots starting to get a little bit higher here. 8:46 to play in this game. Big shot delivered there behind the play, and McLeod will control his own blue line for Oregon. McKnight able to knock it free. He's got a man in center, but the shot is blocked away by Damon and sent to the blue line. Skating away is Strassman. He moves it along, but it's dumped right back into Oregon territory. Newton will stop it behind the cage for Damon. Tyler Damon around one man. He's got some open space to skate with. Backhanded pass deflects off a skate of Brookfield. He sends it back down low for McLeod, and McLeod able to move it to the far side. Matt Rush knocks this one out, and Strassman will try and get, nope, he's going to go for a line change with 8:11 to play. Coming in on this one is Widmer. He sends an easy shot in, and Hunter Newton will drop it off. Brookfield takes, fends through center, nobody there, but held at the center point. Shot from, Eswine, but he can't quite get it on net. Another backhand through center. This one stopped up by McKnight. McKnight has it knocked off his tape. Panthers nearly had a 2-on-1 break, but couldn't make it go. Big collision in front of the penalty bench as Jake Fountain delivers a shot there for the Panthers. 7:42 to play in this game. Panthers still up 3-2 as it comes into their zone once more. Matt Rush behind the net for Oregon. He'll quarterback this one as he moves it ahead to Pat McCormick. McCormick up off the wall for Zymek. It's too strong and dumped right back in by the Stars. McLeod behind his net now, wants to go far side. He takes a big hit from Groover, as does Jake Fountain. Groover just battling for this one. And now Murtos drops it down into the corner. Zymek to the near side for McCormick of Oregon. McCormick keeps it moving forward nicely and gets that one all the way into the zone. Striding hard for it is Fountain. Fountain putting the shot on Eswine, trying to get after this one, but Eswine had the step, and he makes the turn, gets in front of the benches, and he's got some open space. Top of the circle, what a glove from Hunter Newton, a great shot. Newton had to go full extension to get that grab.
Yeah, he really did, and we got to see some of the smart goaltending decisions he makes. There have been a lot of shots that have been coming in that he's been kind of following visually, letting him go by him. He doesn't want to stop him up, possibly drop it. That one I have a good feeling was going for that top corner. He was able to grab it up.
6:58 to play in the third and final period. 3-2 the lead for Oregon here at the Oregon Ice Arena. The final game of the 2017-2018 season. Hayden Bell behind his net, tries to wrap it around near side. He's able to keep it moving, and Timberlake will take it there. Timberlake lifts a high one out into neutral ice. Nice play with the skate by Zach Davis, and he re-enters the Panther zone. Top of the circle, shot blocked by Carson Timberlake, the senior captain of these Panthers. Puck to the point, stopped by Roscos. Zach Roscos into center. What a move to Colton Ayers, and Tyson Rohrer able to keep it going along, but it's regrabbed by Short. Enters the zone, and here comes Short on the outer half. Feed to center is broken up by Colton Ayers. Finds Tyson Rohrer. Rohrer accelerating. He's one-on-one here. Tries to drag it. Drop for Ayers. Ayers tries to move it in. Backhand shot. Score! What a play from Ayers to get that pass across the net mouth to Roscos.
And that honestly is better than a third goal. That assist was pretty to watch. They were able to move it, keep Peters going from side to side. He stood no chance on that last pass. and that gives Oregon a 2-goal lead.
Oh, man, the Panthers had to fight for every inch on that. Give Brookfield credit for the defense, but Rohrer, Ayers, and Roscoe just would not give up. A tremendous pass leads to a tremendous goal, and the Panthers are up 4-2 with 6:12 to play in the third and final period. They win the draw right after the score. It's Gage Shilgen to dump this one in along the near wall. Puck all the way to the far side now. Panthers trying to hold it in. Strassman can't grab it. Instead, it's fired in by Mitchik once more. Dylan Widmer to carry for Brookfield Stars. He comes up that near side, moves around a couple of men and goes to the top of the circle, fires an easy shot in, and it's gloved nicely by Hunter Newton.
Yeah, they keep going for that glove side, and it doesn't look like Newton's showing them any room there. They've got to find a way to keep him moving east and west. He's so good at following that puck, and he's good on his angles. They need to find ways to beat him by either getting right in front of him or getting him to move side to side.
5:50 to play in the game. Tyler Damon in the dot for the Panthers does win it forward. Strassman trying to drag it. He does get it out into neutral ice. Groover's shot is broken up by Arose, and now Mitchik controls. His pass a little strong for Shilgen. He'll rim it hard to that near side. Coming up to the point, and it's going to be Matt Strassman 2-on-1 with Arose. Strassman tries to send it to Arose. He can't do it. Gets taken out and slides into the boards hard. Puck to the point. Shilgen a shot. Bouncing. What a stop by the skate of Parker Eswine. He brings it back for the Stars. Eswine enters, goes to the slot, drops it off on a pass for his teammate, but Arose gets on top of it and turns it the other way. Strassman trying to get in that passing lane. Instead, it comes to Zach Davis of the Stars. He'll dump that one in for his team to follow after with 5:06 to play in the game. Puck on that far wall of the Panthers zone. Mitchik trying to dig it out along with Jake Fountain. Fountain chips it to the point, but it's held by Zach Davis. Davis a shot and a glove save from Newton. That one was going well over the crossbar. Newton, I think, just wanted to settle it down.
Yeah, and right now the clock is the enemy of the Stars. They need to find a way to keep some pressure in there and get those second and third chance opportunities. If they're putting it right on him without a screen, Newton's going to gobble it up, and that's just going to get a face-off. They need to get deflections, bodies in front, and rebounds.
4:55 to go in the third and final period. Matt Rush looking to get this one forward. He finds McLeod near side, who turns direction and heads the other way. Bryce McLeod, a nice move around his man. Fountain, though, can't keep it going. Puck working its way towards the slot. Fountain has its stick lifted, taken away. Shot is blocked by number 8, Tyson Rohrer. Number 9, Drew Reynolds. Now this puck in the crease, and it's skated out by Matt Rush. He's got a 3-on-2 here. Rush coming with Fountain and Reynolds. Goes all the way to the near side. Sticks with it as it gets caught up in his skate. He falls down. Oh, man, big collision between Zymek and Casada there at the blue line. There might be some hard feelings after that one, but Zymek now takes it back in Panther territory behind his net. He finds Fountain, who elects to send it back along the near wall. Bryce McLeod will take it there. Chips it along, it's broken up, but Zymek keeps it moving to Reynolds. Reynolds takes a shot, and this puck held in by Brookfield once more. Even 4 minutes to play as the puck rims along the far side, held at the point. Shot comes in, an easy blocker save for Hunter Newton. Still in the corner here. Panthers want to break it out. McLeod can't get to it. It's turned around through center off the skate of a Panther. And now McLeod's got it once more, lifts to Reynolds, who sends out and does clear it into neutral ice. Rush, winds, fires, deflects off his man, and no icing is the call. Nope. The linesman blows the whistle for icing. Referee indicating, though, that he had washed it out, so I believe we are going to have the face-off in the Brookfield zone after an inadvertent whistle.
I blame Dave Parter for this.
Dave Parter, for those of you who haven't seen previous broadcasts, good friend of ours. So with 3:36 to play,
I don't like him.
the inadvertent whistle brings the faceoff into the Brookfield zone. The Panthers control. From the point, they work it down. It's Roscoe's top of the circle. Now faceoff, dot shot, save. Still in the slot, but it's at the point for Timberlake. Timberlake from the point, and a great stick save from Peters up into the safety net. Another faceoff coming.
And right now, Oregon is firing on all their cylinders. They're able to win those faceoffs. They're moving the pucks up to the points and getting everybody to move east and west, and then generating shot after shot, and that's exactly what we want to see them do. And now they're going to move it to the other side, apparently.
Yep, only 3:24 to play in this game. Panthers enjoy a 2-goal lead. They're up 4-2 on the visiting Brookfield Stars. Colton Ayers in the faceoff dot, taking on Chavez. Chavez wins it hard back, and Davis sends it to the far wall. Roscoe's getting involved there in front of the Zamboni door. He's got it, drops it off for Ayers. Ayers looks to distribute, then finds Roscoe's once again. Tries to keep it moving. Nice defense there, pushed along by Nathan Rosman. And the puck trapped in front of the Zamboni door. Panthers squirted out towards the center point, and now it's cleared, and stepping up towards it is Michael Chavez. Chavez, though, checked hard by Timberlake, and the puck comes back behind the Panther net. Chavez once more with it on the near side, wraps it to the point. Davis there, shot comes in, deflection, score! Right out of midair, Chavez swats it.
Wow.
I believe that was 26 Chavez that had the swat out of midair.
I think it was Hicks. I think it was number 25. Hicks is the guy who bumped it out.
25 not on the ice right now. So I bet you saw the 6 as a 5 there.
I've seen it both ways.
But I think we're going to give credit for that one to Michael Chavez, number 26. Just a great swat right out of midair. 2:49 to play. It's 4-3.
Yeah, and this is where the Stars really need to push hard. They need to find a way to tie this one up in the next couple minutes and try and force it into overtime.
Off the draw, it's 1, and here's Laszlo dangling around his man. He takes a big hit for his trouble. Out of position is Peters, but no harm done. Puck is still in the zone of Brookfield. Now they've got to step on it, and carrying this one is Ibrahim. Ibrahim, top of the circle. His shot deflected away to the near side. Puck behind the net. Nice job by Gage Shilton to get it for the Panthers. Strassman cross ice, and he finds Laszlo. Arose leaves that one off for Tyler Damon. It's stripped, though, at center ice, that time by Hicks. Hicks spins down hard, and a delayed penalty coming, slashing the call. Laszlo Arose will head to the penalty bench with 2:19 to go, a 2-minute penalty, and this is huge for Brookfield.
It really is. This is a chance for the Stars to be, I don't know if they'll pull their goalie towards the end of this power play, but there's 2:19 left in the period, 2-minute penalty. That gives them the obvious power play for 2 minutes, but you have to wonder, are they going to pull their goalie to give themselves an extra attacker with about 1 minute left in this penalty?
We'll see how they elect to play that one. Obviously, Emmett Peters still in there at the moment, and we're going to get a timeout from Brookfield. I think they want to talk about just that. So a 60-second timeout from the Brookfield Stars. They will have a 2-minute power play. They trail 4-3. There is only 2:19 left in this game. This game, which you and I at the start, we don't know anything about Brookfield. All we can go off of is their stats and their record. We're thinking, I just don't know how this is going to go, maybe kind of lopsided. This has been an outstanding hockey game.
It really has been. It's gone back and forth. Each team has had momentum. Each goaltender has had to make really big saves. The defense on each side has been solid, and the offense on each side has been solid. Right now it's going to come down to the intangibles. Who's going to be able to step up, and if you're the Stars, tie this one up. For Oregon, who's going to really push to make sure that puck doesn't get into those high percentage scoring areas? You need to make sure on this power play you keep everybody to the outside. Make sure your wingers are not collapsing down. Stay in that box to make sure that nothing comes down the middle. Keep it all to the outside.
When should we look for Brookfield to pull Emmett Peters?
If it's me, I'm probably pulling him with about a minute left in the game. So I'll give him about 1:19 to try and tie it up on the power play. Then for the last 41 seconds of the power play, try and have a 2-man advantage and go from there. But it also depends on if Oregon's so, you know how aggressive they are on the penalty kill. If they kind of fold back and just want to keep containment out of the middle, then you want to pull them quick. If Oregon's pushing hard, then you might want to wait a bit. It's a tough call.
We'll see what head coach Greg Copeland elects to do for these Brookfield Stars. Face off in the near side of the Panthers zone. 2-minute power play for Brookfield after the slashing call against Laszlo Rose. Puck is won by Brookfield, and it's Zach Davis working to the high slot. His shot deflects high and into the glass as Tyson Rohr got in the way, but Brookfield still controls. Skating all the way around is Chavez. He drops that one in for Rosman. Chavez once more now in that near corner. Brookfield well set up. Davis center point, tries to move it to the far point, and it's not clear by Zach Roscoe. Minute 35 on the power play, minute 53 in the game. Davis entering on the right wing edge. Comes along and all the way behind the net. Manages to keep that puck moving, but it does come off his tape. It's poked to Damon and moved forward by Rohr. Rohr trying to get a step here and hassling Chavez every step of the way. Rohr just will not give up and just fighting on that forecheck. Minute 14 to go on the power play. Minute 30 in the game. As coming back in is Chavez for Brookfield. He stops up at the outer hash marks near side. And now hitting the bench is Peters. It's a 6-on-4 advantage for the Brookfield Stars. They take it behind the net in the person of Rosman. Send that one along to the far side. Now center point shot and a deflection and comes to the near wall. Chavez picks it up there, moves it to Zach Davis at the near point. Chavez, top of the circle, sends through center. It's right in the crease. Oh boy, lots of hits there. Newton covers it up.
And
If we're going to get a penalty, it would have to go against Timberlake, who delivered kind of a late shot against Rosman. And we are going to match him up. So Rosman, who took that shot from Timberlake, heads to the bench as well. Minute 4 left in the game. We'll assume these will probably be 2-minute roughing calls.
I think 21 Rosman's going to get it for a slash at the goaltender Newton, and then rough on the other side.
And Rosman not happy to go into the bench. But as it is, those matching penalties mean it will still be a 6-on-4 game. They have not replaced Peters. So 6 skaters for 45 seconds for, the Brookfield Stars, 6-on-4. And it's Davis at the point that controls. Davis high slot, his shot blocked by Colton Ayers and comes all the way to the far corner. Nearly whistled out, but held in. Wide shot from Davis, deflection attempt, and it's saved by Newton. Panther still controlling is Davis for Brookfield. Moving all the way across, and it comes now to McKnight. McKnight at the point drops down, and it's controlled there by Ibrahim. Ibrahim's shot gets confused in center. It's not free. Is it on net? It is! Score from the Panthers on the empty netter. It's Ryan Mitchick making it 5-3.
And that's the downside to having a power play when your goaltender's pulled, is you can shoot that puck down from anywhere. That's a heartbreaker for the Stars because they were generating everything they needed. And I did listen to the announcement. It was Rosman getting 2 minutes for a slash, and my guess is it was on the goaltender. And now with 36 seconds left, you're down by 2. It looks like Oregon's going to manage to pull out the victory here on their last game of the season.
Ryan Mitchick sealing the deal with an empty netter from his own slot all the way down the ice and into the twine with 36 seconds to play. Still a power play for Brookfield for another 14 seconds, but the Panthers win the draw and fire it all the way into the Brookfield zone, and they get after it. It's Tyson Rohrer. Rohrer tries to feed to center. That pass is blocked. And now coming behind is Damon. Damon to the point, and it'll be Shiljan to hold. Both teams are full strength as the penalty expires against Laszlo Arose. Shiljan's got that puck there. He's going to dump this one into the Brookfield territory. Icing the call as Shiljan was just behind the red line with 10 seconds to play. Brookfield has one last chance. They are down 5-3. I can't imagine they would leave Peters in.
Yeah, they probably will at this point, but I'm just happy. Something you don't see too often, Hunter Newton got the assist on that goal.
Way to go, Hunter Newton, getting yourself on the scoreboard in that way. We do have some confusion. They are going to send Peters to the bench, so it will be 6-on-5 for the Stars for 10 seconds. The face-off in the Panthers zone after the icing call. Panthers up 5-3. Puck drops. Panthers win it. It's Shiljan on the near wall. He loses control. McKnight sends towards the net. It hits the edge. Puck still loose with 3 seconds to play. Skated out by the Panthers to the high slot. Shot no good. And that is how the 2017-2018 season ends for Oregon. A hard-fought, gritty game, a battle, and because of some just lovely goals, they managed to get the win 5-3 over the visiting Brookfield Stars.
It was an impressive game from both sides. It was fun to watch both teams out here because as physical as it was and as close as it was, we didn't see things get out of hand. No bad penalties taken. Really did not see any type of retaliatory calls or anything. Just good hockey from beginning to end. That's the way you want to see your season end.
Great way to finish the season for these Panthers. Congratulations to all the seniors who have had great careers. Congratulations to the juniors and sophomores who have learned from this season and will be back next season. For the last time this year, 1 star from each team. Who do you like?
I'm going Hunter Newton for the Panthers. He really kept them in it in that first period when the Stars were just all over him. He had to make some big saves, some circus-like saves. And again, he got an assist on the year, so you got to love that. And then on the other side, I'm going with number 19, Parker Eswine. He was just everywhere. Good speed, really causing a lot of damage to Oregon, and just a great game from both those guys.
Without a doubt. For myself from Brookfield, I'm going to go with number 10, one of their captains, Zach Davis. Zach Davis had one of their goals in the first period and had a lot of their offensive push. He's got a great shot. Holds the puck well, maneuvers it well, played really well for them. And then for the Panthers, I'm going with Zach Roscos. Zach Roscos somehow very quietly accumulated 45 points prior to this game. I'm not sure exactly what the assist count is, so he could well be at 48, even 49 after this game. 28 of those were assists, again, coming into this game. He is an outstanding player. As a sophomore last year, he was a huge contributor. As a junior this year, again, a huge contributor. And as a senior next year, I can't wait to see what he's going to do.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see the C on his sweater next season. He seems to have the temperament for it. He definitely contributes on every end of the ice, and his assist count is just ridiculous.
Without a doubt. Folks, it's been a great 2017-2018 season for these Panthers. Unfortunately, no playoffs this season, so this is the end, but an outstanding win to finish it out. And I think the seniors are going to take a curtain call here on the ice, very well deserved after a tremendous performance in this game. So let's real quick go down to the PA and see this final presentation from this year's seniors. All right, it's actually just going to be a group photo. So, folks, that's going to do it for us from the Oregon Ice Arena for the final time this season. For our camera operator and producer, Ben, my partner, Dan Graychuk, everyone at OCAmedia, especially Paul Zwicker, the director who gives us the chance to do these games, we had a great time calling the season. I hope you had a great time watching. Congratulations, Panthers, on a great finish, and we will see you next season. Take care, everyone.